Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a humongous book haul for you guys. Recently, it was just my birthday on October 13th and I've acquired a few books. Now, in September, I told myself, let me just buy books for my birthday so that when my birthday comes, I won't have to spend as much money. Well, I bought books in September and October, as if you can see the big monstrosity behind me. Like I have one stack hiding behind me. Honestly, I bookshop a lot. I did buy more books on my birthday. After my birthday, I have more books coming, but I want to give you guys a haul because honestly I've been acquiring lots of books. I think I have over 30 books on my TBR now, and I'm just like, who told you to do this? So without further ado, let's get started. Grab a snack, grab a drink, relax, and then let's get into this book haul. So I did buy a few new releases, but I'm going to be starting off with romance first, just because I have the least amount of romance and the rest is fantasy. So starting off with the first series I bought is the Windy City series. This series is by Liz Tomford, and everyone loves these books. Everyone is raving about them, and I was like, I really want them. And look, I know it's not smart to buy a whole series before you read the first book, but these covers were gonna go out of print, and I was like, I'm not messing with that. So I bought the old covers. The first book in this series is Mile High. This book follows Xander's and Stevie. Basically, she is a flight attendant, and I think he is a hockey player. I've actually never read a hockey player romance before. Like, I haven't even read Icebreaker yet. Like, yeah, so this is the first book. Then I bought the second book. The second book in this series is The Right Move. This follows Ryan and Indy. I heard that this is everyone's favorite book, and I was like, I need to. I also heard that he pays for her for fertility treatments, and I'm just like, my heart. The last book in this series is Caught Up. This follows Kai and Miller. He is a MLB player and she's a pastry chef. Like, come on now. I do not know a single thing about any of these books, but I'm very excited to read all of these. I'm glad I bought them. Moving on to a book that I feel like I really wouldn't pick up is Mad Honey by Jennifer Finley and Jodi Picoult. I do not know anything about this book. I did not read the back. I bought it just because it reminds me of October. Like, the orange and like the purple reminds me of October, and I was like, maybe I should read this. I do want to read it. I think this is more of a literary fiction book, and like with some romance, and I like those books. I read One Italian Summer and I bawled my eyes out. So I hope this makes me cry. I did get The Long Game by Elena Armas. This came out October 3rd. Yeah, I bought this so quick. I love Elena Armas. She is like my auto-buy author. I love her writing. I did read it already, and honestly, I loved it. This is a small town romance, kind of like forced proximity, just because they're like their neighbors, and like, I love this book. And then I bought this book, Homefront Girls. I bought this from the Dollar Tree. This is basically about two wives. Their husbands are off in war, 1943, and they connect through letters. I got this for $1, so I was like, might as well. I think I really want to get into historical fiction books with like some romance, because I think it's nice. And then the last three books I'm about to show you are the last in all of the series. So there's 3 books here, starting off with The Final Offer by Lauren Asher. I've been waiting to read this book, but as you can see, this book is thick. I think this book is almost 600 pages long, and this is about Cal and Alana. I've heard so many good things about this. I think this is second chance, and he has to like inherit a house. I love them. I love the fine print and the terms and conditions, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love this book as much as I love the first 2. The next book I have came out October 3rd, which is also a new release, and it's been very controversial around booktube, book talk, and I'm just like, maybe I shouldn't have bought it. And it is Things We Left Behind. I pre-ordered this along with The Long Game. Honestly, I love Lucian and I love Salone, but I've heard like it wasn't enough romance, yada 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 yada, and I was like, I'll see if I like it or not. If you guys can hear that train, I'm so sorry, but I just want to see if I like it or not. And it's purple. Every purple book I've read has almost been a 5 stars. I'm excited to read about Lucian Salone, and that's why I got this book and I pre-ordered it, so I kind of have to read it. The last book I am reading is Twisted Lies. I've heard nothing but good things about this book. This book is about Christian Harper and Stella. Honestly, ever since I saw like the little cameo of Christian Harper in Twisted Hate, I was like, I need this man, I need him. So I can't wait to read this. I'm definitely thinking about doing a video of finishing all of the books in a series, so stay tuned for that. We're going to be moving on to the fantasy section of this video. All of these books that you see are all fantasy. I've read some of them, I've been putting some off, and let's just get started. So I think I'm gonna start with my lowest stack. Now, these are the books I actually bought on my birthday, like on the 13th. I was like, I want these. I didn't buy any romance on my birthday, which is crazy, but the first book that I picked up is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. I don't really know what this is about. I bought it purely off of the stuff I've seen on TikTok and the cover, and I just heard nothing but good things about this book, and I'm very excited to get into this book. I don't know when I'm going to be getting to it, but I just know I'm excited. I'm excited. Then I picked up The House of Hollow. This kind of reminds me of Small Favors. If you guys have ever read Small Favors by Aaron A. Craig, so good. Honestly, I hope this does have some elements of that, but this book is only about 200 pages. I was like, you know what, I might as well just buy it now. The next book I got, I've heard nothing but good reviews on, and that is Defy the Night by Bridge Kember. I just know that now on the back it says a daring outlaw, a desperate prince, a dangerous flirtation. Doesn't that not sound good? I don't know. I'm just excited to read this. I bought it mainly because it was purple, the cover was pretty, and because it seemed like I would like it, like it would adhere to my taste. So I bought that. The last book I bought, I've heard like back in I think like July or maybe before that, I've heard nothing but good reviews on this book, and that is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabah Tahir. I've heard nothing but good reviews. It says Leia is a slave, Elias is a soldier, neither is free. Tell me that's not giving. Tell me it's just not giving Under the Mountain from ACOTAR. So I bought this book honestly because of the cover and because of the map on the inside. The first one that I picked up is One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake. Honestly, I loved Masters of Death. I gave that book a 5 star. And I bought it because I was scared they were going to go out of print, and I really love the artwork. Next book I'm going to show you is actually a part of a series, but I did not know, and that is The Scarlet Veil by Shelby Mahern. She is the author of the Serpent and Dove series, and honestly, I did not know. But I do know this about vampires, and I pre-ordered this book. This book came September 26th, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop buying books after this. Obviously, I didn't, but I bought it because of this beautiful gold detailing, right? And here's the spine. But then I also bought it because of the inside pages. I was like, yeah, this looked like it's gonna be a good book. So I really hope so. I just have to I have to read the whole Serpent and Dove series, and I just don't know when I'm going to get to this book, but I'm hoping it's soon. But then I got Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. This is basically about a pirate, and he's going on this adventure, and I'm reading this for my class. Trust me, I would have not bought this on my own, but the cover is so pretty. So next book I just recently read it, and I got this like 9 days before my birthday, which is Hurricane Wars. This book is so good. I recently just read this in the video I'm currently filming for you guys. I I tore this book up, if I'm being honest. It's so good. If you want to know my rating, and if you can't tell by all the tabs, my wrap up will be up at I hope the end of the month, because I don't know. I'll be busy, but I'm hoping it's up by like the first of the next month or the end of this month. But I absolutely I love this cover. Everything makes sense now thinking back on this book. Last hardcover book I got is Babel. I have not took the sticker off because I hate these stickers, but this is basically I think this is a dark historical fantasy, but it's also dark academia, and honestly it just sounds so intriguing, and I don't know, but it's nothing really on the spine or the cover. But I did buy it because I kept seeing all of the paperbacks and I was like, no. Like, moving on to the last stack and all of my paperback and most of my paperback fantasies, I have Kingdom of the Wicked. Now, I was just talking about Carrie Montescalo and how she wrote Throne of the Fallen, but she also wrote the Kingdom of the Wicked series. Honestly, I've already read this book. This book was really good. Basically, this is about a witch and a demon. They strike a deal because something's going on in their little town she lives in. She strikes a deal because of something that happened with her and her family. They're like trying to like combat this issue through the town, but also trying to help her out and find out what happened to her family. And this book was really good. The next book I got was honestly on a whim. I bought this because I was just feeling it, and it is Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. I already read this book and it was so good. It was so good. I can't wait for the second one. Like, hello, the ending. If you read this book, hello. I don't know. The next book I got is The Shadow in the Glass. This is a gothic twist on Cinderella. This is crazy. The next two books I got are actually an anime that my coworker convinced me to watch, and I'm so glad he did. And it is the 86 novels and the anime. I love the anime. I did not finish it though, just because my attention span, and anime is bad. It's bad. Like, I feel like I can only watch a YouTube video, but even then I'm barely paying attention. So this is the first book. This is basically about, he is fighting in the war, she is coaching him through the war. Honestly, it's crazy. I cried a few times, not gonna lie. Now the second volume I have not read about. I only know a little bit of it, and I loved it. And I can't wait to buy the third one. The next book I have is also the end of well, not the end, but it technically is the end until the next book comes out, and that is A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. This book is about Nesta and basically all her hardships, everything she goes through. I heard that it's lots of character development in this book, because Nesta wasn't my favorite, and she kind of still isn't, but I do want to give her a chance to redeem herself. I know a lot of people handle things differently, so yeah. But I'm excited. I'm excited because, I don't know, I'm excited to read this probably by the end of this year. I hope I can finish this by the end of this year, but I really want to read this book. Now, the last two books I have are also a part of a series, and one of the new books just came out on October 17th, and that is the One Dark Window series. This is the first book. It's just One Dark Window by Rachel Gillick. I don't know what this is about, but I'm very like, I really want to get into this book, and I just heard nothing but good reviews on this book, and I'm excited. And I actually pre-ordered Two Twisted Crowns. Don't know why, because I thought it was gonna be sold out, but obviously it's not. But this is the second book in the series, and like, these books, the spines match, and these books just sound like they're gonna be really good. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more book hauls, or if you guys want to see all the books on my physical TBR, please let me know, and I will see you guys next time.